Hi guys, today we will talk about the top 5 reasons why you should not get the MacBook Air M1 in 2021. I've been using this MacBook Air M1 you see behind me for almost 2 months now, so I have a good idea of the performance you should expect, as well as the issues that you should be aware of, which we will cover in this exact video. Let's get to it. Reason number 1 is the M1 chip issues. Since the M1 Macs are based on a new platform, existing Mac apps might not work properly. Technically, you can run them using Rosetta 2, but the experience is not always perfect. As of filming this video, there are around 370 native M1 apps. Compare that to the tens of thousands of programs compatible with Intel Macs, and then the M1 looks less interesting. Basically, it comes down to this. If you're a developer or you have a niche program you rely on that's not native to M1, then this MacBook is definitely not for you. Reason number 2, external displays issues. The M1 MacBook Air and MacBook Pro allow the use of one external monitor with up to 6K resolution through USB-C port. They are the official recommendations, though more monitors can be connected using a DisplayPort adapter and monitors which allow to daisy chain multiple displays together, one connected to the next. However, this will limit performance, and it's a very tricky thing to do. The issue with external monitors that seem to be affecting some M1 Mac users seem to be connected to the use of an ultra-wide or super-wide external display, according to Apple. This leads to intermittent flickering or flashing and black screens. Reason number 3, connectivity issues. Users started reporting that Bluetooth connections were dropping out intermittently or disconnecting altogether soon after launch. This affected Apple products like AirPods, Magic Mice, and as well as other third-party gadgets. It seems that the Mac Mini is affected the most, but the M1 MacBook Air had some issues. Mine actually had some Bluetooth issues with other devices like speakers. So if you have any other concerns about Bluetooth and connectivity, this might be an issue. The new macOS Big Sur 11.2 update seemed to fix the issue, but for some users it's still not fixed. So be mindful of that. Reason number 4 is no BOOTCAMP. If you use Windows for work and your MacBook for business, then you'll be disappointed to know that all the Apple Silicon Macs won't support BOOTCAMP. You can only use Windows on an M1 via virtualization software like Parallels. So the Windows situation on ARM-based Macs looks complicated at best and impossible at worst. The best hope is that Microsoft changes its strict licensing model for ARM-based Macs, but it would still likely require Apple to create Windows on ARM drivers for its future Mac hardware, which is mostly unlikely. On the other hand, Linux has been ported to run on the M1 Macs. Give a thumbs up for Linux. Reason number 5, M1X or M2 is coming soon. The next Apple Silicon Mac in 2021 may feature M1X or M2 chip with more cores for heavy multiprocessing and offer a discrete graphic card option. So for power users, this is the Mac computer you should wait for. There are already been reports that in 2021, Apple will be using performance-enhanced form of the 5nm processor that TSMC already used in the A14 chip. So the M1X or the M2 that might be used in the iMac, 14-inch and 16-inch MacBooks will no doubt be based on the M1, but expanded with more cores for CPU and GPU. In addition to that, we have special processors that offer much more speed than another general purpose core. So you might want to wait for that to come. So that's it for the 5 reasons you should not buy the MacBook Air M1. My full review and comparison with the M1 Mac Mini as well as my Hackintosh is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Thanks guys for watching and see you in the next one.